Howdy, Earthlings! Today we're talking about the new Tamagotchi Paradise free comic book day comic book and its contents and some of the surprises. There may be a secret device that's being announced, soft announced through this comic book. And oh yeah, those of you who are here because you followed for that YouTube experiment, I am doing a follow-up on that soon. I am going to be talking about what, the results are, but I'll be talking about the results about that in a different video later. There's a couple time-sensitive ones that I want to talk about first, and it's this one, which is, as of today, it's a today thing, so it's very time-sensitive. And then my brother's house got broken into, and I want to talk about that on a different video. So, okay. Tamagotchi Paradise. Some people on the internet found out that Bandai actually trademarked Tamagotchi Paradise a little while back as a patented as a title, like a trademark title thing. And they announced this today. They announced it the same day that it was happening, so people didn't really have a lot of time to go out and find this. I actually didn't even know that they were announcing this, that they were doing this, until we went to the comic book shop today and checked out, some of the free comics and stuff. And one of them was Tamagotchi Paradise. Blythe picked this up for me because she knows I like Tamagotchi. And as you can see here, there's a weird device right here. This doesn't look, it looks like most Tamagotchi do, but there's this interesting little knob here at the top right of the device. We haven't seen that. And there also happens to be some new characters that we haven't seen before on the cover and within it. Personally, I don't think this comic book is very good because it doesn't have much of a story. It really is just like, 20 pages of advertisement, but it does give us a breakdown of some of the mechanics we might expect from this new device if it does come out. But also, I noticed that it says episode 0. I don't think I've seen anything about them making this a regular series, but based off of this book here, I hope they don't, because there was not much story here. What is a Tamagotchi? Tamagotchi characters came to the Earth in the Tama UFO. So that kind of follows the story of the PC game that I showed on my Tamagotchi video. That's on the end card. Tamagotchi went to Earth. Tamagotchi planet is where they originally lived. The Tama UFO landed on the Earth. Dr. Banzo and Mikachu, wow, that's dangerously close, created a device that would be a home for the Tamagotchi characters. Great invention. This is the first Tamagotchi device. And it shows us what the original model Tamagotchis looked like. And now these characters, Dr. Banzo and Mikachu, they were actually in the Game Boy Color game, I think it was, or Game Boy Original game. I also covered that in the video about the Tamagotchi games. So then it goes on to say, in a Tamagotchi device, they need feeding, they need cleaning, they need your nurturing to survive. So right there, it's just an advertisement for the basic Tamagotchi device. So my theory is that they put a bunch of Tamagotchi advertisements in this because, of course, the brand is cute, but a lot of Gen Alpha doesn't seem to be that interested in Tamagotchi because they're kind of annoying. And they're not very engaging. You feed them once, you check on them again in 30 minutes or whenever they start beeping again, and then you rinse and repeat. It's not a very involved device. So I think they're doing this and pushing this a little harder because they're trying to get American children to be into it. And from what I've seen, American children don't seem super big on it. I think it's more for the adults now who are nostalgic for the Tamagotchi brand. But anyway, here's the Tamagotchi planet. These are some of the adorable Tamagotchi characters who live on this planet. And here we can see some classics. The only one I know the name of is Mamechi. I love Mamechi. I love them so much that they're the only character I learned the name of. Tamagotchi device continues to evolve with new upgrades over the last 29 years. And we can see the original all the way up to Tamagotchi Uni. We actually have this Tamagotchi device. This is a pretty good one. It's full color. And then you can see the various different Tamagotchi that have come out. Everyone loves Tamagotchi so much. See what I mean about how it seems like just an ad? And look how much they love the Tamagotchi. You know what? Tamagotchi is for cool kids. Only cool kids like Tamagotchi, so that's why you should get your parents to buy you one. Tamagotchi Planet says thanks a lot and blasts out some eggs. This is how reproduction works. So much happiness hatches a new egg. New Tamagotchi Planet is born. Oh, so a burgeoning new Tamagotchi planet. Let's explore the new planet. And this device that I was talking about on the cover has a twisting knob that you can actually physically twist. I don't think I've seen this before on any other Tamagotchi device. So if a new device is being announced, this is the announcement. This is the soft announcement. There's no like hard confirmation. There's no like page in here that goes, this is the new Tamagotchi. But they're showing either the mechanics of a potential comic and how it's going to work, or they're showing us a new device, or possibly a video game. So when they twist the knob, it zooms way in. Oops, too close. And then it just shows a little egg there. That's Baby Chi, and then it says that's better. And you can see a variety of Tamagotchi. Look at the Tamagotchi characters enjoying being in nature on their new Tamagotchi planet. You can see all sorts of Tamagotchi, including some... oh, there's a really good picture of Mamechi. I like that picture. It's like paradise. Check this out. An egg is about to hatch. A baby is born. Wow. Let's watch them grow up. Ah. Wow. So it shows a water version, a land version, and then a sky version. And they have different backgrounds. And then there's a kids version. It goes from baby to kids. Kids has a fin, it has legs, it has wings. The different locations dictate how the Baby Chi evolves. Mealworms, those are shrimps. Big meat, whole chicken. Young version, yay, swims in water, has arms and legs, and flies like a bird. So I think this is either going to be one device that has all three, which is very unlikely. Tamagotchi has always worked on the Pokemon thing after their first generation. They've always had like a angel version, devil version. I want to say always. Recently, they've gotten very into it. Like the one that I was talking about before that we have. I can't remember the name of the model off the top of my head, but it's this one here. This one, it had version differences and your potential pool of partners that you could have your Digimon date, and the tree that they start with, what ones they can evolve into, is also dictated by the device. So I think what is likely going to happen is that these are going to be broken up into 3 different devices. We're going to have a water version, a land version, a sky version, and then just like it shows here, it shows these. But with the zoom feature, it makes me think that possibly all 3 could be in one, and that the zoom feature will allow us to zoom out and then zoom back in on other Tamagotchi to, take a look at them. I'm also very interested in what the minigames would be like, considering that they would now have an Atari-like knob at the top. I imagine things like, it would be interesting controls, like a basket mini game where you catch apples and stuff by rotating the knob to move your character back and forth, or like Brick Break or something. Maybe not something that involved, but yeah, I look forward to what kind of mini games that would have. And then it says, and finally, new Tamagotchi characters are discovered. Cool. I love these designs. There's honestly not a loser amongst any of these. All 3 of these are very cute, and I would be fine with having any of them. The little shark is cute. The owl is adorable. I really like the cat. I think I like the cat the most, but like I said, if the store only had one of these, I'd be fine with any one of these. These are all very well designed ones. Let me know which one your favorite is in the comments. I don't think it names them, so you're gonna just have to go, the kitty one. Alright. On this new Tamagotchi planet, Tamagotchi characters are different based on their environment and food. New species might develop because of the growth on the new Tamagotchi planet. So I think it's going with like an evolution theme, or maybe like a this whole planetary theme. I've seen people say it's got like kind of a Pokemon Snap vibe to it. I don't know about that. Maybe with the zoom thing, I can see how you might think of it like a viewfinder. I don't know. I think it's too early. I think it's all speculation, of course. Oh, okay, they actually do have names. Okay, I was wrong. I was super wrong, see? And I've already read this once before. That's our report on the new Tamagotchi planet. We will continue researching this interesting planet. And then we got some pictures of them doing their activities. And then next, let's talk about Tamagotchi nurturing devices. First, to be continued. And it doesn't get continued in this issue, which makes me think that yes, there will be more. I hope there's digital versions because I have an e-reader coming in, and even if I can't see the color, like I could see the color anyway, am I right? Sarah has deuter anomaly. Anyway, I'd be fine with reading it in black and white. So the Tamagotchi characters. We've got Meowchi, Irukachi, Horhochi, Mamechi, Axolotl-Patchy, I mean, Mangachi, Mimichi, Kawazuchi, and Kuchipachi. So we've got some classic ones mixed in here with the other ones. I feel bad for the land team because the land team's got Meowchi, Mamechi, and Mimichi. So there's only one new one here. But I'm not exactly a Tama expert. I just play with a few of the devices that I like. I'm much more of a Digimon head. So Meowchi, land roar species. Mamechi, land toddle species. Mimichi, land toddle species. Idukachi, water glide species. Axolotl-Patchy, water leap species. Kawazuchi, water leap species. Horhochi, sky flap species. Mangachi, sky flap species. Kuchipachi, sky chirp species. It says Tama animation. Let's explore the adventures and antics of Tamagotchi characters in a short-form video series. New episodes will be released regularly and can be found on our YouTube channel. Let's try showing that and see if I get a copyright strike. Yay, scanning mysterious QR codes. I hope it doesn't download a virus. It looks like it's just an animation series. It doesn't look like it, yeah, it doesn't relate to this series. Yeah, see, it's just an advertisement for their YouTube animation series. They probably get ad revenue. Find 10 differences. So we got some activity pages in here for the kids, just to find the difference page. Y'all can, here, I'll bring it up super close. Y'all can, screenshot that and play it on your own. This is a free comic book after all. And then we've got an advertisement for the Tamagotchi Adventure Companion, a 3-in-1 transforming plush. It's a plush that turns into from Baby Chi to this one to Mamechi. And then you got different little backpacks. I thought it was cute. It reminds me of Ida bags. Tamagotchi collectibles. Poop time. Let me bring that in a little better. Oh, it comes with a case for the original Tamagotchi too. That's kind of neat. Comes in 6 different kinds of poop creatures. Big plushies of Mamechi and Mimichi. And then we got the I'm trapped, I'm being bored by an egg plushies, which are very cute. A word search puzzle. Here you go. Let me zoom out a little bit. There, go ahead and screenshot that. Then we got a maze. There you go, screenshot that. Show me the answers on my Discord. Advertisement for Nanoblocks Tamagotchi. They didn't have any of the Tamagotchi Nanoblocks there, but they did have some Pokemon ones that they gave away with it. For unrelated stuff. It was still part of Free Comic Book Day. Then you got the Pop Dot Collection, which is just little statuettes, and Chogokin Tamagotchi Robot. I've seen this before, and it's such a weird idea for a case. I don't really need a whole action figure that transforms into a UFO. Why did it have to be $85? I might actually have to get it because it's a UFO. Some Tamagotchi lip balm. Other Tamagotchi balm. Oh wait, no, it's 2-in-1 cosmetics. So this is makeup for lips and cheeks. This is lip balm, and then this one is face and eyes. So I'm guessing eyeshadow and stuff. And then it ends us on an advertisement for the other Tamagotchi devices. We've got the Pink Treasure Jewel, the Tama Smile, Angel Party, Angel Sky. I'm kind of surprised, kind of not surprised that the Angel ones came back. The Angel ones were pretty popular. I remember seeing a video mentioning that the Angel and Devil ones were popular in Japan. And then Tamagotchi Connection, which has got some wireless capabilities. They all kind of have, well, The recent ones all kind of have some sort of wireless capabilities. Let's see. Yeah, just some different colors. Ooh, they got a Ramune colored one. That would match my Wonder Swan. All right, and that's it. So, speculation time. Like I said, I think this is going to be potentially a device that lets us take care of 3 Tamagotchi at once, which would be really big because I know a lot of people that like to run multiple Tamagotchis at once. I don't know how you have the free time to do that, but there are people who like to run multiple Tamagotchi at once. So having 3 in 1 with maybe some reduced neediness might actually do pretty well. But it's also possible that it's 3 different devices, which I think is much more likely considering their previous release history. And that's kind of it, isn't it? Yeah, there's not a whole lot else here. Like I said, it was kind of just a soft announcement. This might actually not even be an announcement at all. It could be that this is just a mechanic that they're going to use for the comic going forward, because it does say to be continued on one of the other comics. But as I said, the comic itself is not a very good comic. It's just like, it's 20 pages of advertisement. Even the comic itself is mostly advertisement. It's talking about features for a device that we have no idea whether it exists or not. I assume it's going to exist because this is a lot of detail to put in for something that doesn't exist. And how would they incorporate this into a comic book? But yeah, I absolutely love Meowchi. So much so I had to look at their name again. But yeah, this is neat. I look forward to new Tamagotchi devices all the time. I don't always get them because $60 is a little much. $60 buys me quite a bit of food these days. Well, less food now. It can get even more precious. But yeah, I totally skipped over Tamagotchi Uni and Tamagotchi Connection, and I don't have an original Tamagotchi either, the $20 remake ones, because it's like, what's the point? I got a Digivice toy. I like the Digivice toys better. I think it's a new device. I don't think it's going to be the mechanics for a comic. I think it's going to maybe coincide with the comic, and they did bother to number it. If they weren't going to release more of this comic, they wouldn't have bothered numbering it. So I will have to take a look at that. And yeah, like I said, don't forget to tell me what one is your favorite one at the bottom so I know which one not to get. Because I don't want to get the same one as everyone else. I was the same way with Pokemon when X and Y came out. I found out everybody liked Fennekin, and I was like, nope, I'm going to play with Froakie. These are the ones that look like they're going to be part of the next device. And my favorite is Meowchi. Y'all aren't allowed to have them. You're welcome to have, you know what, you can all have Coochie Pachi. Alright, that's it. Now for the Patreon read. Thanks to the supporters on Patreon, members on YouTube, people who get supers, Twitch subs, and people who buy my merch. You make it so I don't have to eat my V-Pets to survive. Data doesn't have much calories anyway. Speaking of merch, check out these 2 new designs that I added on my merch store, and you can check that out on bit.ly/Sarah's store. Or Sarah's store. The other names were taken. I recommend the tie-dye one or the dip-dye one since retro is making a big comeback. Anyway, thanks again to Aspirant Artist, Paper, Faye Penguin, Momentary Unicorn, Aurora the Puppy Moth, Sly, Nat, Marius Yini, Worm Syrup, Rask, Ver, Beef, Bait, Sly again, Colorado Blue, Vaderson, Linky, Linky again, Fasoku, Spikejack, and Malding Brick. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go eat this unsatisfying comic and hope that it satisfies my hunger.